we'd like to welcome everybody here today to celebrate a new business. Mr. Walker, we're glad that you're here. We're glad that your business is here. I think that you're going to be a tremendous asset for other businesses within the city. You're going to be able to showcase that here in just a little while. So you and I talked recently. I was excited about it. Sorry to get back with you. I just had surgery, so I was a little bit down at the time, but we're certainly excited about it. I know our guys, our police officers, they know that this is going to be a valuable tool for our community and for the metro area. So we appreciate you locating your business here, being part of the chamber. We always want to try to make sure that we support our businesses in a way where if y'all need anything at all, that you can give us a call. As a token of that, this is a Rolodex basically providing all the contact information that you may need within the city of Pearl. It has my number in there, it has other people's numbers in there, so we just want to make sure that we're a resource and we're a family. And that, again, if you need anything from us with your business to make it successful, to help promote it, that we're going to be there for you.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Well, first off, thank everybody for coming out. I know it's a little cool day. We outside and everything. I thought we'd spice it up a little bit and actually set up some demos and everything else. Our main important thing, especially what's going on in the world right now, is safety for everybody. We are a tight-knit family overall. Miss Kathy, as she mentioned, she's been knowing me for years. This family has been definitely here for me from Pearl Police Department and everything else throughout the years anyway. So what better way? I work for a global AI next generation technology firm, and what we do is save lives. It's just that simple. So it's an all-in-one emergency system where all your response systems are right there, where you're not ambushed. In case anything goes on when it comes to gunshot protection, when it comes to emergencies, when someone is down and everything else. So we give that edge. We give that edge definitely to the response team and everything else. So we're definitely happy to be here. And as I stated, we're going to demonstrate. I know a lot of people talk about the business. What I like to do is show and tell. So that's what we're going to do in a little bit. So pretty much, I want y'all just to imagine you at the hospital. You at the Brave stadiums, the banks, schools, everything else. Someone outraged, HR, someone get mad, come into a building, different things like that. You're a building, start shooting, different things like that. This is the scenario. We know how that feels, right? You can't even go to therapy to just shake that. That's gonna always be there. So with Eagl Technology, we're AI next technology firm. And what we've done is created, and we have a pattern where within 1 to 3 seconds, everybody knows what's going on, when it's going on, when it comes to the response system, including yourself. Whether you're tapping on the phone to know where that particular shooter is, or maybe your kids and anything else. Not trying to scare you, but it's the day we live in, right? So what I'm gonna do is turn it over to my national Chuck, and Chuck is gonna break down everything, and we're gonna go from there.
So I'm Chuck Freiberg, I'm from Eagle Technology. We're excited to be here in Mississippi, that's for sure. And what you're about to see here is the fastest, most accurate response to any kind of active shooter or other violent event that could happen within the community. We give precise locations as to where that shooter's at, so your first responders can respond appropriately. So anybody that's been through one of these active shooters that hasn't been training for it is gonna have some struggles with time of what do I do now? And what we really do is we differentiate ourselves by giving back law enforcement and other first responders that first 5-6 minutes. That's the most critical when it comes to saving lives. So usually when you get something, you got to give something up is pretty typical. So the other systems that are out in the marketplace similar to this, they use microphone technology. And what does that mean to you? It means that you always have a constant on microphone that's listening all the time. Meaning that you could have things in the community that be concerned of surveillance that's illegal without a warrant, warrantless searches. I'm sure that the police guys that are in here can talk about that, of how to overcome those barriers. It's next to impossible. This technology that's in here is dormant until it senses an energy event. So the Department of Energy actually built these sensors that are in here for us, and we have a patent transfer that came over to us. So this thing is lying dormant right now. If I click my fingers, it's an energy event that'll wake up, and it went back dormant once again. This outdoor model that I've got right here, this is all that it takes to hang up on a lamp post, for example. It's battery powered, has a solar panel on here, and it's got a microphone in here, and it's completely wireless. So there's no additional infrastructure that you need to pull up to this to get this up and running. So when you look at all of the other competitors out there, they have to pull up telco to it, power up to their products, and then it's pretty much an eyesore in the community too. So you've got a lot of ornamental street lampposts and all that. This is all that you'd see to protect your community. I go around the country, especially out on the West Coast. They're concerned about Fourth Amendment search and seizure, illegal warrantless searches, those types of things. We don't have to have those conversations. We're in a lot of hospitals, financial institutions, airports, those kinds of places. So when you think about patient privacy, HIPAA, all of that, we don't have those issues. But what you'll see here is I pulled up the police department here. I put the map on there. So we're going to pretend like we're at the police department, and maybe there's a shooter that happens at outside the courthouse that you've got here. I mean, that's a pretty emotional thing for people, right?
Now, the government has allowed billions of dollars that's out there. A lot of people don't know it when it comes to our schools, churches, financial institutions, everything like that. We have backing when it comes to security firms, grant writers that know where the money is. So when it comes to funding, all you got to let me know is, free, let me look into it, we want it. Whatever money's earmarked for you, if it's $1, I'm going to get the rest. It's just that simple. So and I want my community to be that way. I don't want to be in Seattle doing it. I don't want to be in Portland doing it, even though it's nice doing it, right? But why am I doing it there when I'm here and I know what we need as well? And that's just the God honest truth, right? So that's the most important part about today, for the awareness, to get this inside of our schools, to get this, to create a community of a fortress where crime is almost non-existent. That's the way, that's the goal. And that's what we want to do. And we want to stay up with the time for that.
We can trigger whatever workflow is important to your community or your business. So if you want to get the police department, E911, instantaneously within a couple of seconds that they know you got a problem at your building, and then they need to respond, all of that stuff, those things that we can help you engineer, those responses, will start happening in the first 2-3 seconds. Everybody that you want to let know that there's a problem somewhere would be getting a text message right now on their phone, getting an email on their phone. It's that fast. So we are the only people in the gunshot industry that will pick up a suppressed weapon because everybody else is using sound. We track the projectile. I will get into that in the classroom later, how come our technology is different. But that's why we run such high reliability and such speed, is because we have algorithms that know what to measure when it comes to a gunshot. So it doesn't matter how quiet that thing is, it just matters that something's flying through the air. But in that time frame, there's no wondering if that was a gunshot. You know precisely where it came in the building. There's no need to go and hunt first, second, third, fifth floor, whatever. If you ask these guys that are the response team guys over there, they will tell you how they have to come in 12 o'clock, sweep every room, go to the next floor, sweep every room. You got to do that until you get to the 5th floor or wherever that shooter's at. We don't want to re-engineer the SOPs that the police departments are using, but this will give the police department the information needed to take care of that assailant